The chairman for Political Affairs Cluster of African Union, Emmanuel Safar Abdullahi, speaks on the importance of African Liberation Day. The former Minister of Social Welfare, Gender and Children's Affairs, Dr. Sylvia O'Bladen, has been sent on a remand at Female Correctional Center. Sierra Leone's youngest philanthropist, Esther Kamara, has donated foodstuff to the Milton Magai School for the Blind. Now for the full news, it's Mariatu Dukure.
Hello and welcome to Newswatch Online TV News Hour. I am Mariatu Dukure. Whilst you're here, please do not forget to hit the red button below. As African leaders are celebrating African Liberation Day, the chairman for Political Affairs Cluster of African Union, Emmanuel Safar Abdullahi ESQ, speaks on the importance of this day.
It's a very important question. The African Day is a day that is meant to collaborate and commemorate African Liberation Day, African Freedom Day. It first started in 1958 in April when Kwame Nkrumah practically brought few states to Accra, Ghana and had a meeting with them. That meeting was to discuss the liberation movement that the few African countries had basically attained independence from the colonial masters. Then in 1963, on the 25th of May, Emperor Haile Selassie brought the bulk of the African countries to Ethiopia and Addis, where they discussed about African freedom. At that point in time in 1963, more than half of the countries had gained independence from imperialist colonial masters. So essentially they went to that place to celebrate independence. But it wasn't just about celebrating, it was about time to set an agenda. The agenda was how to fight for the freedom and independence of countries that had not gained independence. There is always something to celebrate. Firstly, it's about how far we've come as a continent, particularly with the multitude of countries or multifariousness of nations that we have, the independence that we have achieved since 1963 or since 1958 to where we are, the level of achievement in democratic governance and democracy. But essentially every year the African Union has set a theme which we celebrate. This year is about silencing the gun, which basically means it's time to end the wars. The physical civil conflict, silence the gun, and ensure that we've focused on the essential human security aspect of things. So while we're celebrating independence, we need to take stock about what we have done and what needs to be done to better the lives of the people of Africa.
The former Minister of Social Welfare, Gender and Children's Affairs, Dr. Sylvia Abdullahi, has been sent on remand at the Female Correctional Center on Friday, 22nd of May, 2020, by Magistrate Hannah Boni. This was because the police alleged that she published a defamatory libel against President Bio on her Facebook page in which she ridicules the president and his tribesmen.
Friday 22nd May 2020, Dr. Sylvia Abdullahi was before Magistrate Hannah Boni at the Freetown Magistrate Court No. 1 Pademba Road in Freetown on 10-count charges. Police alleged that on the 23rd April 2020, Dr. Abdullahi did an act with a seditious intention by the publication she made on her Facebook page, where she mentioned that Paulo Conte is not having a fair treatment at the Male Correctional Center. Police further alleged that she published a false statement which was likely to injure the reputation of government, and she published a defamatory libel against President Bio on her Facebook page in which she ridicules the president and his tribesmen. She was charged with seditious libel contrary to Section 33(1)A of the Public Order Act No. 46 of 1965. Publication of false news contrary to Section 33 subsection 3 of the Public Order Act No. 46 of 1965. Defamatory libel contrary to Section 27 of the Public Order Act No. 46 of 1965. Conspiracy to pervert the cause of justice and doing an act tended and intended to pervert the cause of justice contrary to law. Lawyer Adrian Fisher said that Dr. Blyden failed to surrender her passport to the police and was not cooperative with the police when they wanted to search her house for the second time. Dr. Blyden, who represented herself, objected that she was very cooperative with the police when they went to arrest her and search her house. She disclosed that the police were economical with the truth when they stated that she did not cooperate with them when they went to search her house for the second time. She revealed it was the police who took her handbag, which contained her passport. Dr. Blyden further requested for bail, and she based her plea on Section 79, subsection 3 of the Criminal Procedure Act of 1965. She urged the magistrates to therefore grant her bail. She assured that she was not a flight risk and will avail herself to court when needed. Magistrate Anna Boni noted that the accused person should be presumed innocent, but she said Dr. Blyden will not be granted bail because of the nature of the offense. Magistrate Anna Boni later sent Dr. Blyden on remand at the Female Correctional Center, and she adjourned the matter to 28 May 2020. For Newswatch Online TV, David Van Boy.
Hagan Street Market, also known as Dovecourt, is one of the largest markets in the East End part of Freetown. Most people go there every day to buy foodstuff for their homes. Traders at the market express concern on the ongoing inter-district partial lockdown and the effect it has on their businesses. Marian Amara Bangura has more details.
Hagan Street Market, also known as Dovecourt, is one of the largest markets in the eastern part of Freetown, where most people go every day to buy foodstuffs for their homes. Traders at this market have raised concerns towards the ongoing inter-district partial lockdown, saying that it has led them to low sales and difficulties in transporting their goods from the provinces to Freetown. As they said, most of them doesn't have passes. Some even says that due to the delay in transporting their goods, they most time receive spoiled foodstuffs, which will in turn cause them to sell at cheaper prices, and that is at their loss. Newswatch engaged the chairlady of this market in this interview.
Really, in all this really marketing and really promote and then various village them for go buy business. It's not really easy for we not get past market and the well offline. Then we get we money then at Sonaya, so let's say food no day. People will come at the market for let them buy, then get the price they go up. Difficulties then at the market people then they take control of price control. And they talk to the government, GR with the beg with the people where they go offline for buy market them, for let the market place the whole they sell plug, let them with the less the people for let them with the give space, let me back with they go buy the good stuff fast so people are not go steal for tea for it.
Some other market women have this to say.
All the points.
Reporting for Newswatch Online Television, I am Marian Amaria Bangura.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. Let's go for a quick break.
My name is John Conte, and this is a very important message regarding with peace and stability. No say any action we take, anything you do, get repercussion. That means if you be peaceful, the people over there around you will be peaceful. If you try to take things out of control, the people over there around you go on for react the same way. So peace left with you. All what you do, make sure you think about the other person.
Nina Banora Edwin, a human rights and good governance campaigner. I want to encourage every Sierra Leonean to practice responsible citizenship, whether you sit as a president, a former president, a journalist, a civil society activist, a child, a youth. Then we all practice responsible citizenship for building peace and social cohesion as well.
COVID-19 is an infectious disease caused by a new coronavirus introduced to humans for the first time. It is spread from person to person, mainly through the droplets produced when an infected person speaks, coughs, or sneezes. These droplets can land in the mouths or noses of people who are nearby. These droplets are too heavy to travel far in the air. They only travel approximately 1 meter and quickly settle on surfaces. This is the reason person-to-person spread is happening mainly between close contacts. The exact time that the virus can survive on surfaces is not yet known. So it is wise to clean surfaces regularly, particularly in the vicinity of people infected with COVID-19. Hands touch many surfaces, which can be contaminated with the virus. You should therefore avoid touching your eyes, nose, or mouth, since contaminated hands can transfer the virus from the surface to yourself. When coughing or sneezing, cover your mouth and nose with the bend of your elbow or use a disposable tissue. If a tissue is used, discard it immediately into a closed bin.
Welcome back. You're still watching Newswatch Online TV News Hour with me, Maria Tudukure. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube page. One of Sierra Leone's youngest philanthropists, Esther Kamara, has donated foodstuff to the Milton Magai School for the Blind. According to her, the donation is to show blind children that she cares for them and also to call on all Sierra Leoneans to come on board and show love to these blind kids.
According to her, the reason she chose the blind school is that she felt sorry for them because of their condition. She went on to say losing your eyesight is one of the biggest challenges no one will wish for.
I choose the blind school because I feel so sympathetic for them. Closing your eyes for 1 hour, can you even imagine that? To close your eyes without seeing nothing in darkness, just like that. Sometimes they even lock their feet and fall down, damage themselves, just because they don't have that eyes that we all have to see. And I really feel so bad for them. That's why I chose them to give to celebrate my birthday with them. I hope they become better people in society, good men and good women in society. And I hope that they will be something, not because they are blind, but they can still be a president, they can be a lawyer, they can be a doctor, they can achieve all their dreams. Even though they are blind, doesn't mean they can't achieve their dreams. They can be whatever they want to be in the future.
She urged Sierra Leoneans to show love to these children and make them feel loved in their society, as their condition will not limit them to be the person they want to be.
My message for Sierra Leoneans is that they should not look on people who they are and how they behave, but they should take them as their family. No matter what, they should be very close to them. Not because these children are blind, so that means they should avoid them. They should come close to them, make them feel like they are home, and make them feel like they have people who care about them.
Receiving the donation, the children at the Milton Magai School for the Blind expressed their gratitude to Esther for the donation. Reporting for Newswatch Online TV, I am Hawa Dauda.
In a bid to mitigate the sufferings of vulnerable people and to prevent them from contacting COVID-19, the Grace Christian Church, in collaboration with the Catalyst Fair International based in UK, has donated food items, face masks and some cash to vulnerable people in their church. Yusuf Saidu Bangoa with more details.
Reverend Momo Sise, senior pastor of Grace Christian Church Ministry, said the donation was made largely to their members, and he also said that they are considering to extend the support to community people because they think that as a church, they have a role to play in the community in which they operate. He also encouraged other churches to reach out to their poor, especially during these trying times.
This donation was made largely to our church members, and we also considered the community people because we think as a church we have a role to play both amongst our members and within the community that we are operating. Well, we would like to encourage them to be very helpful at this time. At this point in time, we'd also ask other churches around to be very helpful to reach out to the poor and deprived people, just to express Christianity in a way that people can understand that the church is not just for preaching the gospel, but the church is also there to meet people's needs, both physically, spiritually, and socially.
According to some beneficiaries at the church, they feel happy to receive the items from the church. as some of them were not able to afford it, and thanked the church leaders for shared gestures.
Some of we now not say this problem we don't can at this country, not to only get affording things. As a church, can call we and give me gas, give me oil, give me soap, then give me medicine, and we happy. So tell them thank you for this opportunity we come. You have the way they support me, say, I want to tell them all thank you, because it's not so easy in this country. We appreciate much putting them do for me. Because especially when you're old, remember how to get things for it, then them call me as a church. I'm happy get to it today.
I feel good for them, we getting things also as we think about the COVID rate at the country. But let the church total fit say for give this relief to the members there. I feel good about that. Some of the things that we give it today are rice, yabas, oil, medicine, and even face masks.
Okay. Reporting for Newswatch Online TV, I'm Yosefu Saido Bangura.
Thank you very much, viewers, for watching this episode of Newswatch Online TV News Hour with me, Maria Tudukure. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on our pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, which are all Newswatch Online TV SL. Till next time, goodbye, stay safe.